Bro, am I bugging? Why does it sound like that?
This is the FIFINE AM8PROT and it's meant to sound like a great microphone. I'm pretty sure it's even in the rankings for the best mid-range mic. However, there was a problem. Turns out I was using it wrong and most people have the exact same issue I did. So this is what it's actually meant to sound like.
When you set up properly, this is what you can expect from game chat, Discord and calls. But the thing is, what I changed was so minor, but it had a massive impact on sound quality.
And it was mostly the mic placement that caused this issue, because although the mic wasn't super far away from my mouth, it developed this unique sound which really deviated from what the mic usually sounds like. But to be fair, this is typical with dynamic microphones since they're very precious about being super close to your mouth. Also, to help with how clean the audio sounds, you do need to tamper with the gain knob just a little bit, because you quickly realize if it's super high, you will hear every single background noise.
So in perfect conditions, this is what it's like while typing, while whispering, and while talking loudly. I gave up this game in like 2022.
Got one.
Still got it though. Come. Oh, sis, I take that. Now we're just gonna do a normal mic test with no gaming in the background, just me talking. And yeah, I'd say if you're enjoying the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps with support. And I feel like we're making good progress with our subscriber count.
So pretty much every claim praising the sound is true. However, there were a couple things I just didn't expect. Using it day to day is actually pretty nice, and the favorite thing on this system is this dial over here. It can do pretty much anything, since you can adjust your gain, your headphone volume, and even how much you hear your voice in comparison to game sound if you do sound monitoring. I did also find an appreciation for the touch controls on the mute button since it's bright red, so I can never forget if I'm on mute. Regarding software, there is actually somewhere you can mess around with sound settings and RGB, but if I'm being totally honest, you don't need it. You get enough customizability on the knob over here, and if you want to change RGB, you got a button here and here. So it literally means there's no real reason to go into the software unless you're being a bit extra. Regarding features, it's jam-packed with all the essentials and you even get a bit more. Plus, I really like the fact that it has an XLR port over here, which means if you want to get slightly better audio quality than if you would use the normal headphone jack, you have the ability to do that and upgrade in the future if that's something you care for. The setup of the boom arm and the mic is super simple and you'll be ready to go within 2 minutes, which is fantastic for something that looks so complex. And if you're worried about the durability or build of the boom arm, it's very secure. It has a nice healthy weight to it and it doesn't feel cheap in the slightest. However, it shouldn't really, considering you are spending a pretty penny for this. It's not perfect though, and the main thing for me is the cables. As you've seen, the boom arm has quite a bit of RGB, and because of that, of course it has a cable over here, but the cable they've decided to use isn't detachable. So even if you're not using the RGB, you've got this massive cable.
That's what she said.
Hanging out behind your setup, which can get quite annoying. On top of the extra cables for the mic over here, it really just becomes a lot, and honestly it does kind of clutter your setup. And in my opinion, if there was an option just to get the mic and buy a stand separately, I probably would, because this level of cable management is above what I'm able to sort out. And the other thing we all know what it is, I don't like the fact that I need to actively think about the position of my mic. Usually as soon as you have a boom arm, this is something you can just forget about, but with this mic I need to always make sure it's in the right position. I'm not too far away so it starts making a weird sound. It just requires more brain power than I feel like it should for a mic of this price range. But yeah, overall I actually like this mic. At first I thought it was average, turns out I was just using it wrong. So if you want a mic that has good sound, has a decent build, and it's got a ton of customizability, this is a shout. It's literally even future proof. So yeah, I would recommend it. However, if you want a mic that doesn't rest on a boom arm, I'd 100% recommend checking this video out over here. But yeah, it's been your boy Mr. K. Like, subscribe, support the channel, and I'll check you out in the next one.
And I'll give everybody just a cheeky croissant mic test as well. Croissant, croissant, croissant.